Welcome, everyone, to the Walk with Faith podcast. This is my dear friend, one of my first friends, actually, yeah, that I met when I came out here, Carol. Hi, Carol.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh my gosh, thank you for doing this.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure, for sure.
So, this is my dancing buddy, too.
Yes. Speaking
So,
of, there's a huge event coming, so you might want to come out for a little bit.
really? What's going
Yeah.
on?
Cascade's coming to concert on March 22nd at the
Okay.
concourse, so the tickets
Okay.
are selling fast.
Okay, so send me the information. I'm a hermit, but maybe I will be guided to get out of my little hermit, cave and come out and join you because we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do.
We
We have
do.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, Carol, can you tell people what you do? You spiritually blossom. Can
Mhm.
you explain that to people?
Absolutely. So I have been doing tarot cards, oh my gosh, probably about 28, 30 years now. It just kind of fell into play the way it happened. I have I get answers from my angels, my guides, my spirits. Like the star seeds are starting to sprout more. And then people are probably like, what are those? But star seeds are just a little different. People from different all parts of, I guess it wouldn't be really Earth, but all parts of the universe. And so they've been interceding a lot lately, coming out to the forefront. And yeah, that's kind of what I do. I help people with the best of my ability using tarot. I can read auras as well, and then of course mediumship for sure.
Awesome. I'm so glad you're doing that. You're gonna, um, I don't have anybody read for me. I don't even read my own cards anymore. I used to, but I think that maybe one day we'll have to sit down and oh, you did read for me once.
I did, yes. That was
You,
many moons ago.
yes, you did. And we're gonna have to do another one because I it felt so accurate and it was like definitely a future occurrence that I've had visions on that I know it's all in divine timing, which we all need to share with people. But I definitely want to do another one. I think that'd be so cool.
But yes, anytime. Just ring me up and I got you.
Yeah, I'll do it for you too. Yeah. So, um, I don't know why I'm even here. Maybe we'll just pull a couple cards at the end of your podcast if you want.
Yeah, I have my cards ready. I didn't know for sure what kind of
That might be
vibe we were.
fun.
Yeah, I didn't know what kind of vibe we were going with for today. So I was
I
like,
go going with the flow, whatever comes through for us. So, um, so you have a website and then you have your TikTok, which is amazing. You dance on TikTok. And then on Facebook, what do you do on Facebook? Is it like the daily cards, Oracle? What do you do for people?
yeah. So right now on my Spiritually Blossom website for TikTok, Instagram, and of course Facebook page, I basically try to do daily reads. I do work, so it's kind of hard to get all the reads out consistently, but I do try to put them out there weekly just to have people can get some guidance and stuff. I'm still new to the whole tarot thing. I just launched my first YouTube channel, so I'm still learning how to do that, but it's
What?
been very interesting. Yes.
I'm so
I
excited for you.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
don't have a lot on there yet, but like I said, people are slowly finding me. And I currently am a co-founder for our Nuevias.com group.
What is that?
It is a group that we had started on a spiritual journey altogether. We were with a former group. Things didn't go as planned, so we created our own group. Oh, look, there's my with a lizard poking his head out. See,
Hi, buddy.
he's like,
Oh,
get on this. I was like, who is that?
oh, look
Anyway,
how that's a lizard.
yeah, his name is Sully. I have him run, and on my days off, I have him run around the house, and so oh,
Oh
there
my
he is.
gosh, he's so cute.
Thank you. But
Hi, buddy.
he's just getting his little peek in there, like, hey, I'm here too.
Oh, he's adorable.
Thank you. He's a beardie. I adopted a
They're
beardie.
so sweet.
Yes, he's amazing. Very, very cool, very chill.
That is really cool that he's like, I'm just gonna make myself known right now. So I'm familiar with the group that you were a part of before. Things didn't go as planned, so you decided to gather and start anew. Did you say co-found it?
Yeah, I'm part of
Yeah.
the co-founder. It was a bunch of us who were happened to be with that former group who kind of just branched out on our own, and we've started our own group, which is called, like I said, Nuvias. We're
So
all spiritual
proud of,
children.
I'm so happy for you.
Yes, it's such a better atmosphere for us. We do our own thing on there. Everybody's just very enlightened and gifted. And
Wow.
yeah, we do our podcast as well every Thursday,
I
regarding whatever like comes to the forefront. So,
That's amazing. I want to share all of this. Can you text it to me? And then when we do your podcast, I'm gonna have the links like right there so
oh,
people can see
absolutely.
them.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you did that.
Thank you. Yeah, just it started with three and then it ended. We right at the moment we're added three more people to our group.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, so we're slowly building our foundation for that, and it's coming together nicely.
So can you give people an idea of what kind of foundation it is?
Yeah, basically we are here, of course, like everyone else, I would think, on their journey is to help raise the vibration of consciousness, raise the vibration of for humanity, especially, and then of course Mother Earth. There's so many things going on, especially with all the presidential changes and everything. People. Well, actually, last year we were in a year where everybody's spirituality started to embrace their changes and stuff, and so we're at a good timing right now because people are still trying to learn the truth, the spirituality part of it, what spiritual symbols or just meanings in general. Like there's more to life than just us living in the three-dimensional. A lot of us have
Yeah,
transpiring to the 5D.
very
And so,
much.
yeah, it's been a process for sure. I'm not going to say spirituality is just all beautiful roses.
It's not at all. I would
No.
say it's not. It's not beautiful roses. No, it's I always say it's not for the faint of heart. It's very difficult. It takes per obedience, diligence, and like it's like a ritual. Like this is our life. It's daily. It's just through and through who we are. But the whole awakening, and it's not even one awakening, it's many awakenings,
Mhm.
or seeing the truth, the different ascension symptoms, the spiritual warfare that people go through, even within themselves, fighting to exit the 3D and embrace the 5D, the reality. It's not easy. But I think when you get through that point, even when you get through that point, it's still not cupcakes and rainbows and roses, but um, you're able to operate more like at a higher vibrational frequency of that love,
Yeah,
which can help other people who are
yes,
going through it. Because it's
absolutely.
hard.
Yes, no, it is not easy at all. It's definitely a different path that people still kind of falter from because they're like, oh no, but there's signs, there's symbols, people will have their backup that they don't even know about, their angels and their guides. So, yeah.
Exactly. They don't. Or I feel like, Carol, that was something that was like a fear-based old belief system
Mm-hmm.
that's falling away because people thought oh, I can't talk to my ancestors. I can't talk to my guides because man said that that was not good. And I'm like, what? That's not, no, our angels, our guides are with us. Our ancestors are with us. God is always with us, you know? And
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, yeah, no, yes, it is. So that's kind of where we come into play with our Nuvius is because we're here to help, like I said, raise vibrations. We have a master Reiki there. We have a mediumship there. So we're honestly all walks of life right now. The huge one is AI. Everybody's AI this and AI that. So we have a good marketing person there, and just honestly, all walks of life are there at the moment. Of course, they're all from different regions of the world. So
That's so cool. And
yeah.
that's the way it should be. You know, we're all connected, but just all different, bringing different things to the table. Um, for any of us that are on the journey of assisting humanity and the planet. I'm so happy for you. When were you going to share this with me? Were you waiting for this moment? I was
Yeah.
wondering what that was, Carol, because I
Yeah.
saw it on your stuff and I'm like, what is that? What is she doing?
Yeah, that's kind of what we did. We branched out on our own, and with the path that one group was going, it was not the path that we were kind of wanting to go on. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw it. I saw it happening.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's
my team guided me away,
mhm.
um, and then kept us connected, you and me, which I really do feel like that's why that was brought into my path was to meet you. That's what I
Yes.
feel. Yeah, not for that. So, can you explain a bit of your dancing? I love seeing your dancing on TikTok.
Yeah.
How, what inspired you to do that?
To be honest with you, it was COVID. During the COVID transition, people were home. You didn't know what to do with yourself because work is go, 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 go. And then you find a place of like, I have nothing to do and I've got to do something. And I'm one of those people that I have to constantly be in the flow. And so with COVID and being at home, TikTok came about, which was good timing. And it came up on my FYP page or the feed. And then the next thing I know, I'm like, hey, I love dancing. Let me give this a shot.
Right.
And yeah, the next thing you know, it's a work. It's been a work in progress, but it's such a blessing to just shuffle away. Like I get home, sometimes I'm a little under stressed or just thinking about the day. It's a good unwinding for me. So I
To
enjoy shuffling.
shift that energy.
And
Mhm.
dancing is a good way to alleviate that negative energy as well.
Absolutely. And how do you know the people that you, because sometimes what I see is you're dancing next to somebody. Is that like AI or how do you do that?
No, so on TikTok you can duet people. And so it's people that
Oh,
I follow from shuffling. The community, first of all, the shuffle community is so nice. They're very, very nice people. They don't like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. They're nothing like that. It's a big community. And I started learning from different people on there. And then of course I am with a shuffle class in Austin or shuffle group in Austin called ATEX Shufflers. And so I've branched out with them for a little bit to shuffle. I haven't been able to see them as much because I've got so much going on, but it's been a beautiful journey. I've learned baby steps to continuously going and then starting to find my own rhythm and stuff. Um, it's funny because I also shuffle tarot cards, and they were telling, why don't you do a podcast where you're shuffling the tarot cards at the
you
same time? And
should.
I'm like, sure, let me see how that's gonna work.
I'm sure, I'm sure you could figure it out. That'd be so
Yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah, but you're an amazing dancer. I love
thank
seeing,
you.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And a very good reader as well, energy reader,
Mhm.
medium, very gifted. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I try. I try to stay in the light, but I know all readings sometimes, depending on what's coming through, you have to be honest with people. Sometimes it's very hurtful, but they know. And like anything with you do reading, you take with it what truly resonates for you.
Exactly. Oh yeah, because I could, like for me, I could come on in. I'm like, okay, what are we gonna get today? And it's like the devil, seven of swords, the magician. I'm like,
Let
okay. I was
me
like,
reshuffle.
and I'm right there on camera. So, and I don't edit, and I do a video that
Mhm.
day for everybody. So I'm going because I don't know what I'm gonna get, what I'm tapping into. I give it to the divine, and then what comes out, I'm like, oh, okay. I got to deliver this. And then I'm like, can I get more information? It's like, what else needs to be known? And so, yeah, I mean, you have to be honest. And I feel like whatever comes out, the delivery of it is important, with um with grace and empathy because these are people's lives. A lot of them, have been through a lot. We all have been through so much. So, and it will come through. Some of it's for closure, some of it's warnings, some of it's just for knowledge, confirmation, and then also future stuff. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, we stay in the light, but sometimes, unfortunately, the messages show the shadow.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, what started your spiritual awakening? Do you remember?
Oh my God, yes. Like it was yesterday, it seems. What happened was where I was working at this retail store, there was a bunch of us that we were going out that one night, and we're young and don't, we're just having fun. And we were on our way to this place to go out dancing, and we had seen this little shop off the road said, fortune telling, readings, and stuff like that. And
Oh, wow.
they said, "Look, hey, we have plenty of time. Let's just stop for the fun of it." So I was with five people at that time. We stopped. Four of them got their cards read. I didn't. She got to me. I was the last one. She got to me and said, "Oh, there's something I can't. I something came up to where she could not read me, which I was a little baffled about, but it's okay." So that happened, and then everybody loved their reading. They talked about it at work, and then another girl who didn't go with us that day said, "I want to go. I'll go with you so you can get your card done." So I went with her, and it was just two of us now. And she got her card read. She got to me. I can't do. It was always something. So the third time, I finally went by myself over there to see if maybe she would read me, and she just pretty much tell me, no, 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 I can't do you. No, bye. I gotta go. It was always something. So that day, I went to the bookstore, grabbed my first book. It was the R.T. Kaiser, How to Read Tarot, and then bought my first deck. And from there it just took off. Because I was a little frustrated, like, really? I don't like, was so confused and I didn't understand why she read all my friends or coworkers and she couldn't read me. So I started opening a whole can of worms when I brought that
Exactly.
first book.
Exactly.
So,
You opened the door.
yes. And let me tell you, if everybody steps into that wanting to learn it, be sure that you are protecting yourself because I was young and naive and did not do that. And like you said, you open a whole can of worms and energies that you don't even think even
So
remotely
important.
existed.
It
Yeah.
is so important. That's why I am constantly cleansing. I have my Florida water, my holy water. I'm always cleansing, calling in our guides, the Most High, the divine source, our creator, right? Our
Yeah.
angels. So important. Absolutely. Because I feel like I don't know if everybody does that.
Yeah. I wonder. I just it wonder. And then, things start happening out of the ordinary. And then for a while there, I was pretty scared. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But
Wow.
it's
Can you
because
explain what
you just
happened?
yeah. I would be and I lived in a place we rented, and I would live with my brother and he worked at night. I worked during the day. So I would be home by myself at night, and sometimes the fans would go on by themselves, Molly. Sometimes the phone, back in the old days, the old phones that you had on the wall, it would just ring consistently, ring, ring, ring. And I'm just like, and it was just a lot of the lights flickering.
A
My
lot
light
of spirit
flickered.
activity.
Oh my gosh. It's like I opened a whole portal for paranormal investigating.
Wow.
But yeah, the scariest part for me was when I was asleep one night and my covers kept coming off and I kept pulling myself. Finally, I got up to see what was going on because my covers kept going pulled. There was 12 spirits surrounding my, and I saw them clear. I didn't see them completely clearly, but the black silhouette of them around my bed. And of course, I'm freaking out. I pull the covers over my head thinking that just go away, you know. And I went like this to look. You think the covers are seriously gonna help protect you, but they wouldn't go away. And finally, I started like praying because I mean I didn't know what else to do. And they finally, I opened the, pulled the curtains down again, and they had gone away. And that's when I knew like I better go seek about what's going on because that was my last straw.
Yeah, because that sounds like dark energies.
Mm-hmm.
Dark, when you see dark figures like that, because you can tell the difference. Because I can see spirits and entities just like and different auras like you. And
Mm-hmm.
so can my kid. This has been coming up a lot, which is very interesting. The last couple of people as well have that gift. But like you can see like for me personally, okay, it's probably different for everyone, but for me personally, I can see spirits and guides, but they're always a white light shade. Um, and sometimes I can see them very vividly. Plus the energy that you feel, and they're not going to do stuff like that. They're not going to be like tugging off your blankets, which is
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and terrorizing you, making you feel scared because the enlightened spirits won't do that to you. Your angels and guides won't. So that's beautiful what you said about prayer. That's how powerful it is.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Yeah.
went away.
They went away. I did go see another reader back in, the day, and just they had told me like, "You ever seen the movie Poltergeist?" And I'm like,
Hmm.
"Yeah." And they're like, "Well, that's what happened to you." I was like,
That's
"Oh, well, you
exactly what it
throw in
was like
too."
poltergeist. Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
they showed me how to go through that and maneuver myself through that whole ordeal.
Cleanse,
Yeah.
protect, remove,
Yes.
and it helped.
Yes, yeah, a lot of them were lost souls is what she had told me through her, and
Right.
they were just there because of the light.
Yeah. And that's why it is very important that we pray for not the individuals who are still living, but the individuals that are deceased. Because a
Hmm.
lot of them are lost or stuck or forgotten. And we have to pray that they go to the light, that they progress
Hmm.
towards source, that positive progression, that they are loved. We pray for their ascension, their positive progress. And they do. They elevate. Pray for their elevation.
Yes. So that was very interesting. I don't really share that story very much because I don't want to scare people, but
But
that's
it's
how my
truth.
journey started. Hmm.
Truth is important. And if it scares people, then then they're not ready for the truth. They'll get there.
Yep, that's true. That is so true.
Yeah. Um, can you share any let's see what questions we got. Well, how do you incorporate your faith, spirituality, metaphysical life and passions in your daily life? I feel like, do you incorporate that in the job that you're doing during the day or your day job?
Yes, I actually do. Before I start my morning, of course, I pray over myself every morning just to make sure that the day is going to be the way that I would love it to be. Sometimes I know it doesn't go as anticipated, but when I'm at work, I am either saging that store, I'm either holy watering the store, or I play some high frequency music there just to clear some of the energies in there. At the moment, I'm doing the cinnamon water in the spray bottle. You put the cinnamon
Nice.
in the spray bottle, spray it all around. Just to, first of all, that smell is amazing. Second,
Yeah.
it's supposed to help bring in abundance, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, and just
Okay.
simple little things around the store to help with the energies and stuff in there.
Are you still at the same store?
Yes, uh-huh. I'm actually at a store in Austin. I don't know if I told you, but it's a kind of a thrifty store. It's a really cute, well, cute big thrifty store.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's off of the drag in Austin, but oh my gosh, the people that I work with, they've got so much creative inspiration in their attire, in their vibe, and I love it. You just be yourself, and it's okay.
So it's a different place than you were working
Yeah.
before with all the, okay. I'll have to check it out. When
Yeah.
did you begin that? Is it more
I
recent?
I think I want to say more. I think I've been there for a year and a half,
Okay.
maybe. I think, or I know for sure a year. I'm not for sure about that, but I'm pretty sure a year, a little over a
Okay.
year.
That's
Um,
awesome.
but I like it. Yeah.
It's got a different energy than the past place that you were at.
Oh yeah. Coming from a whole corporate, da da da, corporate's a lot different than this vibe here. It's kind of a low key, family businesses. And
Okay.
so, yeah, it's a good change of pace for me. It's kind of like I found my tribe, so to speak. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so I'm happy with the staff.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
So can you, since you're very familiar with this, can you give any of your any advice to people who may be dealing with like negative energies that, you know, maybe crept in or they opened a portal or someone threw it at them? Like what cleansing or tips and tools would you give to people?
I would you can sage. Sage is the very biggest one that people try or that can do when something like that happens. Any prayer, you don't it doesn't have to be a specific prayer, but I would definitely use a protection prayer. I usually call up on Archangel Michael since he is the protector, just to help clear some of that negative energy or cut those cords or whatever it is that has landed in your area.
Environment. Yeah.
Um, Also, when you do sage, leave some of your windows or a door. If you don't have the windows that can open, leave your door open a little just so that energy can flow out. Another one, Palo Santo is a very, very good one. That one will just boom, boom instantly. So that is definitely a good one. But the biggest one that I could tell you is definitely calling, calling up on Archangel Michael. That is the go-to right there. They will help you with any direct in any formality dealing with that kind of environment. And then of course I always end my stuff on with Jesus Christ's name because the name is so powerful.
That's right. Oh, thank you for that, Carol.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Um, what are some of the most difficult challenges you've had to overcome in your life? Do you feel like there's anything, do you think it was the poltergeist incident or
Um, but sort of. My family is very traditional Catholic. I was raised Catholic, and I I'm now non-denominational. I'm spiritual. So I just I know being in that structure and that you're gonna do this, this, and this, and I just think it's been a change of pace for me in the spirituality world. I think with religion or anything, everything is all one. It's all the same, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's another form of religion. It's all in the same category, should I say? I would I think yeah, it's been a challenging road. I could tell you from the time that I started my spiritual journey. to the time that I wasn't in my spiritual journey. It was a lot of hardship that I had to go through. And now that I'm on this spiritual journey further, I've been more at peace and more at ease with myself, and I just go with the flow of life.
Right, right. It's that peace.
Hmm.
It's I think that holds more power than people realize, that peace. And you do when you're on that journey, when you're connecting to source, um, God and your angels. I love the angels. It's interesting because people would in religion, um, from my knowledge, is it's okay for, to access the angels, talk with the angels, but your ancestors, your other guides, no. That's what's I've heard before. But I feel like on the spiritual journey, what's so beautiful is we expand from that box and the limiting beliefs. Um, and for you, how does your family feel about you, and your spiritual journey? Like, are they accepting of it?
For the most part, they kind of are. We don't really talk about it that much. I know my aunt who raised me, she's all on board. She's great gift, great gifts. Some of my kids are, some of them understand it. They don't ask me too many questions with it. One of them's like, I don't know about this, mom. I don't know, but it's okay. I
Right.
mean, I'm not gonna push it on him. My son's got all my kids, and everybody else has their own journey. So I just let it be. But it's some of my friends are a little in despair, I can tell you, because
Why?
they just think that sometimes that talking spirituality, I'm talking way out of proportion, and they don't grasp it, because they're still honing on that three-dimensional, like,
Right.
you're supposed to do this, this, and this. That's not normal what you do, or whatever the case may
They're not
be.
at that vibrational frequency yet.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
will be. Yeah. It's okay. I understand you when you speak.
Yeah,
Thank
I understand you too when you speak. That's why I'm
you.
in it. Yeah, and I just it's honestly good to have like-minded people that you can just da 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 because it's can it opens up more opportunities to talk about more things and stuff.
Right. It is challenging to have conversations. They're important to have with people who are still not
Mhm.
awake or fully awake, like still in the 3D. But it is challenging to have conversations with people who are still, don't grasp it, because I feel like our minds are somewhere else,
Mhm.
because we don't resonate with the 3D anymore. It's like we're living here. Yeah, we're aware of it, but we're not really living here.
Yes. No, I agree. I
Yeah.
so agree.
Yeah. Like I know I'm here, but I'm not really here. So, um, oh, puppy. She just almost knocked over the camera. What are you doing, young lady? Okay, Carol, I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. Do you want to do a short reading for me in front of everybody that's going to be watching? I don't know why I'm so nervous.
Sure, or we can just do a general if you'd like. So however you want to do it. What do you feel?
Actually, for everybody who's watching, or should it be for me? Let me think. We could do let's do a general collective reading.
Okay,
And
perfect.
then obviously I'm sitting right in front of you, but
All right. Well,
all
let's
right.
see. I've got the tarot. So let's right away. This is my go-to. So let's just see what the universe has to say or give us some advice today. Um, we can go from there.
Okay. So this is for everyone. For everyone.
Yes. Let's see here. Oops. And they flew out. There we go. Uh,
What did I say? I saw the devil.
yeah. So this card, if y'all can see it, it's the devil. here, and then you have a male and a female here. Of course, if you look at the card, they're trapped, they're bonded, they cannot leave each other. So when, excuse me, when I look at this card, you might be in a situation where you're not liking your job, you're in a bad relationship, and you just can't seem to find a way to get out of that at all. And so you're stuck. And it's a continuous cycle of being stuck. Like, and so the devil can also just tear you down and wear you down, and very destructive card as well. But the good thing about this card is you can unleash that mentality. It's just you're going to have to do it within yourself to undo it.
Right.
Sometimes you get in, yeah, bad situations and you can't seem to find your way out, and you stay up late crying, or I
Yeah.
don't know how to get out of this horrible um job I have because the boss is always ugly with me, or my friend, I have a, bully, always bullying me, whatever the case may be. So the devil comes in because there's something holding someone back so they cannot.
There's a shadow. There's someone or something
Mhm.
that is okay. I'm curious to see what's going to come out next after that devil.
However, it's all justice. So
Yeah.
even though you feel stuck or you feel trapped, there's going to be a balance there. So you're going to find the justice that you need to get out of that bad situation. Karma can work really mysterious, let me tell you. So if you feel like your boss is just being ugly with you, something might come in there to where the boss may lose their job all of a sudden. Something's going to transpire to help you get out of that, and it's going to work in your
Just saw
favor.
an orb.
Yeah.
There was a white, when you said that, there was a white orb, and I normally don't see them without camera. It's very, like sometimes it just passed by right now in my eye when you said that.
That's angels.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just know that even though you feel a little stuck right now, it doesn't last. To me, I think everything in our life's temporary. We go through temporary ups and downs, and it's just a part of our growing and
Right.
learning curves, as like I like to call them. There is a new relationship though coming around the corner. This year, I have been adamant that everybody who is single and stressed out about being single is going to find the love. Their love is going to find them this year. So do not go looking for it. It's going to find you.
I'm
You just
running from it. Maybe that's the devil, like running from love.
Oh yeah, no. When you least expect it is when it's always going to happen. I mean, I always feel like one of these days I'm not going to have my makeup on. I'm not going to look the part, and then all of a sudden my Prince and shining pickup truck's going to show up. And like, here I am.
Yeah.
Right, I don't look my best, but hey, So there's definitely new beginnings in love if you are already in a relationship. The relationship's going to go on to a whole deeper level of commitment. So, yeah.
Okay.
So get ready for love. I know people are like, "Oh my gosh, love." And it's funny, that's what our podcast is about today. So I
Oh, it
find
was
it
about
amazing.
love.
Yeah, because
You see,
February is the month of love, Valentine's Day, and so
I
we're
keep
doing a
forgetting
podcast.
it's February. Yeah, Valentine's
Yes.
Day.
So yeah, new beginnings, fresh starts in relationships. If you're in an old one, more commitment. If you're in a new one, expect to be swooped up.
Expect to be swooped up. So I feel like that's a part of the justice coming in, maybe releasing the devil. Could have been like a past soul tie or a past person. And then like getting that justice, which really is what people, that's what the divine wants, that new love or a serious commitment.
Yes. Yes. So, and even if you're currently stuck in that because of the devil, even if you're currently stuck in that bad relationship, something's gonna come through to give you the justice and the victory that you need to step to get away from that horrible relationship, if that's the case. And it could be a relationship, like I said, a job relationship, a
Right.
relationship. So whatever the case, it doesn't have to necessarily be a commitment or in a
Like
relationship.
a romantic. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. So if somebody is in a situation where they feel trapped and bound, or in a dark place, there is that balancing, the justice coming in that's
Mhm.
going to bring in something loving for them,
Yeah.
or free them from that,
Hmm.
and then to be swooped up, you said. Someone's coming in. Can you clarify, can you pull one for the Ace of Cups? I'm curious.
Yeah, actually, I pulled
Oh,
death.
you already have.
I had it, it popped through there. It's like soon as so death is not a physical death. I can tell you every time I pull this card, people are freaking, oh my God, I'm gonna die. No, honey, no.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back. It's just a death is not a physical death, but more of a death within yourself. Like the letting go of the old, so then you can come in. That's why probably the justice is there along with the new beginnings and fresh starts. So the way that you do things in your life right now is going to be a whole different ballpark of change. And I can tell you, people do not like change. However, this change is needed for you to grow further and learn from the past experiences. You've already been there, you've done that. Now it's time to move on into another. And the funny thing about the death card, too, is if you can't seem to find your way out of a bad situation or circumstances, the universe is going to come in here and make sure that you get out of that situation.
That's awesome.
Yes. So remember, not a physical death.
Yeah. Transformation.
Transformation, absolutely. So that'll be. And King of Swords. So normally when we look at the King of Swords, it could be somebody who's got like a leadership role, could be a lawyer or someone like that. But the King of Swords is very stern in what they say and do. They don't um tolerate none of the nonsense. And they're straightforward. So you might be dealing with somebody who's that like way. It could be a judge as well or something in the legal field. If you're having to deal with issues, it will work in your favor. But the King of Swords probably comes this to a day because there also might be a person that you do meet that has those attributes.
Awesome.
Yeah, King of Swords. I would just say if you're not expecting a baby, be cautious and use protection because every time this little girl comes, this Empress comes out, oh, it's a fertility, and like I said, the love will be in the air, but so will, the fertility symbol.
So if
So
anyone's, yeah, if anyone wants a baby, you can have a baby.
yeah, this will be the month that may happen, especially with us coming into Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day.
Yeah. So just
Mm-hmm.
be careful and also specifically be careful during new moons. That's when a lot of people tend to have an oopsie, like, oh no, I have a 9 months oopsie. So yeah, but the interest Empress also comes to us to listen to your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. I know we can sometimes be our worst enemy, but you have to listen to what feels right for you in that moment. So yeah.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah, it doesn't really look bad. I mean, a lot of what looks bad in our the reading, the general reading, is just the devil, but because it's the stuck, being I don't know what to do. I don't know what direction I'm going. Everything's a blur. And so it'll be okay.
Yeah, and the devil's not always a bad card,
Mm-mm.
you know. There could be a lot of passion there, a lot of drive, but yeah, it could be something that's negative as well, just depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that reading was really cool for everybody watching, or on a collective level. That was awesome. So if anybody wants a baby, you could have a baby. If anybody is in a relationship, it's going to get more serious. And if anybody is single, they may get into a relationship.
And then
And
it could also be the birth of a new idea too. So
Hmm.
just those creative feelers might start going out there as well.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
Thank you, Carol.
You're so welcome.
So, do you have any new creative endeavors with the team that you're working with coming up or anything that you're doing? Um, as of right now, I know you're starting your YouTube channel. Is
Yes.
it?
Honestly, Miley, yeah, I'm still trying to work on that. I also do a lot of the social medias for Nubias. I try to be more on top of that. So I've been working with the new AI stuff that's been coming through, but I'm also very old school to where I want it to be genuine and
Yeah,
put the effort and work into the authenticity of it. Because
absolutely.
yeah, because AI is fabulous. It's a great tool to use. I'm not necessarily saying don't use AI, but it's a good learning tool if there's something you don't understand or you're needing something information. But I think being authentic during doing the social media, just people just cater to that more.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I think being authentic and raw and real
Yes.
um is really important because anybody can use AI and it can, one person could use AI and then someone could use AI. I don't know. They're being our authentic selves. And like the work that you're doing using AI is great, but you putting Carol into what you're doing is going to make it incredible.
Yes. I
So,
agree. I don't think yeah, AI can give you a reading and you might kind of reminisce on it for a bit, but when you're doing it like this genuinely, I think it's just a little bit more heartfelt meaning to it.
course, of course. All right, Carol, anything else you want to share with the viewers?
Um, yeah, if y'all are on your spiritual journey, I would definitely say come out and hang out with us at Nubia's. Like I said, we are growing, we are evolving. Uh, I know with me on my spiritual path, I was couldn't find like-minded people because they thought my vibration was way too out there, but it's okay. You will find those people. I will say too that some of the people that I have been friends with for so long, as I've transitioned into this higher dimension, some of the people have kind of left, and it's okay. I mean, everybody's got their own journeys. And so if people are looking for spiritual enlightenment, I definitely say come out and take a peek at Nubius to see if that would be something that you might be inspired by.
That's awesome. Thank you, Carol. I'm so excited to
Absolutely.
hear about this. Yeah,
Thank
yeah. All right, guys. Do you have an email or um a way that people could get in touch with you that you could leave right now? I'm obviously gonna post it, but
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me. It's spiritually flawsome. It's FLAWSOM. I put the E by accident, but flawsome@gmail.com. You can reach me there. I on TikTok most of the day. You can reach me at spiritually flawsome TikTok. That is my go-to right there. So yeah.
awesome. Thank
And
you,
of course on
Carol.
Instagram. You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me and Carol. And we might be going dancing soon. And
Yes,
we
that's on
love
it.
you guys. And yeah, go check out Carol's YouTube when and contact her on TikTok. And what is it called again? Nuvios?
Nubius.
Nuvius. Yeah, please check that out. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We love you. And we pray that you're always surrounded by the Most High God's love, protection, and blessings. There's Puppy. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.